Have you ever been ghosted? You thought things were going great, but suddenly she disappears without a trace, leaving you hanging, questioning what went wrong. Or maybe she plays hot and cold. One day she's all over you, the next day, radio silence. It's maddening, isn't it? Let me be brutally honest with you. Women are playing games, and if you don't recognize these games and know how to deal with them, you'll be stuck in an endless loop of frustration, confusion, and heartbreak. But here's the kicker. It's not your fault that these games exist, but it is your responsibility to outsmart them. Today, I'm going to give you 10 bulletproof strategies to outsmart any woman playing games with your heart. And no, I'm not talking about manipulation. I'm talking about mastering yourself through Stoicism. You will become the calm in the storm, the unshakable man who women can't control. So buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride that will change the way you handle relationships forever. Before we dive into the 10 ways to outsmart women, let's get one thing straight. Why do women play these games? Why do they ghost you, breadcrumb you, or keep you in emotional limbo? The truth is, women use these games to test your emotional strength. They're checking whether they can control you, manipulate you, and make you doubt yourself. And if they succeed, you're done. You've lost. They'll lose respect for you, and you'll be left chasing after them, desperate for validation. But here's the good news. You don't have to play along. Instead of being a puppet in her emotional roller coaster, you're going to become the master of your own emotions. Through Stoicism, you will learn how to remain calm, collected, and in control, no matter what game she tries to pull. This isn't just about winning with women. It's about taking control of your life. It's about refusing to be emotionally manipulated and standing tall as a man who knows his worth. So, if you're tired of being played, if you're done with the emotional games, and you're ready to take your power back, stay tuned. These 10 Stoic strategies are going to change your life. Number 1. Detach emotionally. The first strategy is the foundation of all the others. Detach emotionally. Detachment doesn't mean that you don't care. It means that you're no longer controlled by your emotions. You are no longer reactive. Most guys freak out when a woman pulls away or starts acting cold. They become anxious, start overthinking, and try to fix the situation. But here's the truth. Women are testing you. They want to see how easily you crumble under pressure. When you chase after them, desperate for their attention, you fail the test. Instead, you need to remain emotionally detached. Whether she's texting you every 5 minutes or ghosting you for a week, your emotional state needs to stay the same. You are calm. You are centered. You are not swayed by her games. The more you practice emotional detachment, the more attractive you become. Women are drawn to men who can remain composed in any situation because it shows strength. And strength, my friend, is what makes you irresistible. Number 2, recognize behavioral patterns. Women are creatures of habit, and trust me, once you start paying attention, you'll notice patterns in their behavior that you didn't see before. Why is this important? Because patterns reveal intent, and once you see the pattern, the game becomes predictable, and when something is predictable, you can easily outsmart it. Let's break this down. One of the most common patterns you'll see is hot and cold behavior. One day, she's texting you non-stop, saying how amazing you are, hinting at future plans together. The next day, nothing. Crickets. She's suddenly busy, distant, or acting like she doesn't care. It's maddening, right? This is the classic push-pull strategy. Women do this to see if they can get you to chase. If you fall for it and start blowing up her phone asking, "Is everything okay? Did I do something wrong?" you're playing right into her hands. Here's what you need to do. Recognize that this is a test of your emotional control. She wants to see if she can get a reaction out of you. Most guys fail this test because they panic and chase harder. But you're not most guys. You're going to stay calm, composed, and let her come to you. When you don't react to her hot and cold behavior, you flip the script. Suddenly, she's the one chasing you, wondering why you didn't fall for her game. And let me be clear, this behavior isn't always malicious. Sometimes women do it subconsciously, testing your confidence without even realizing it. But whether it's intentional or not, the result is the same. You need to stay emotionally grounded and unshakable. Another pattern to watch for is the breadcrumbing technique. This is when she gives you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never fully commits. You might get a flirty text here and there, or she'll agree to hang out sometime, but when it comes time to make real plans, she's nowhere to be found. This is a game designed to keep you on the hook, investing your time and energy without getting any real commitment in return. How do you handle breadcrumbing? Easy. You call it out, without anger and without emotional investment. You say something like, "Look, I'm not here for half-hearted attention. If you're not interested in spending time together, that's fine, but I'm not going to wait around for you. You're not angry. You're not emotional, and most importantly, you're not chasing. By doing this, you make it clear that you have standards, and you're not willing to settle for less than you deserve. Number 3, set boundaries early. Setting boundaries isn't just about protecting yourself, it's about commanding respect. And here's the harsh truth. If you don't set boundaries early in the relationship, you're signaling to her that it's okay to walk all over you. Most guys are afraid to set boundaries because they think it'll scare women away. But let me tell you something, women crave boundaries. Why? Because boundaries show that you respect yourself, and a man who respects himself is a man who others will respect too. So, how do you set boundaries without coming across as controlling or insecure? First, understand that boundaries are about your well-being. It's not about telling her what she can or can't do. It's about communicating what you need to feel respected in the relationship. For example, if she constantly cancels plans last minute or leaves you hanging with no explanation, you don't ignore it or shrug it off. You address it calmly and directly. Here's how it plays out. "Hey, I've noticed you've been canceling a lot lately, and I value consistency. If you're not interested in making plans work, that's fine, but I'm not okay with this back and forth." You're not attacking her, you're not accusing her, you're simply stating your boundary. And here's the magic of it. When you communicate boundaries from a place of self-respect, it forces her to either step up and respect you, or she'll move on. Either way, you win because you've protected your emotional energy. Let me give you a common scenario where boundaries are crucial. Say you're dating a woman who likes to flirt with other guys in front of you. She might do it to make you jealous or test how much you care. Most guys either blow up and get angry or sit there stewing in jealousy, but not you. You calmly pull her aside later and say, "Look, I'm not into games. If you're interested in other guys, that's fine, but I'm not going to stick around for that." Notice how you're not reacting emotionally. You're setting a boundary and leaving it up to her to respect it. If she doesn't, you walk away. Number 4, stay calm under pressure. When it comes to mind games, nothing is more powerful than staying calm under pressure. Women often test men to see if they can make them lose their cool. They'll bring up their ex, flirt with other guys, or even make passive-aggressive comments to see how you'll react. It's a classic move designed to provoke you emotionally, and most men take the bait, but not you. You're going to handle these situations like a Stoic. When she starts pushing your buttons, you're going to remain calm, composed, and completely unbothered. Here's why this works. When you refuse to react, it disarms her completely. She expects you to blow up, to get jealous, or to start arguing. But when you remain calm, you send a clear message. You can't control me. Let me give you an example. Let's say she brings up her ex during a conversation, saying something like, "My ex used to take me to this amazing restaurant," or "I had so much fun with my ex last summer." She's trying to get a rise out of you. She's trying to make you feel insecure or jealous. Most guys would react with something like, "I don't want to hear about your ex," or "Why are you still thinking about him?" But not you. You're going to stay calm and respond with something like, "That's cool. I'm sure he was a great guy." You don't give her the reaction she's looking for, and that makes you unpredictable. Here's another scenario. She's flirting with another guy in front of you, maybe even in a group setting. Most guys would start fuming, either trying to outdo the other guy or get angry at her for disrespecting them. But a Stoic man remains calm, even if it stings a little inside. You don't engage in competition, you simply observe and let her see that you're not threatened. If she's doing this to get attention from you, your calmness will make her wonder why you're not reacting. And that's when the power shifts back to you. The key here is to never let your emotions control your actions. When you stay calm under pressure, you show her that you're not easily shaken, and that makes you incredibly attractive. Number 5, focus on long-term goals. A lot of guys lose their way in relationships because they're too focused on immediate gratification. They want the validation of her affection, the high of her attention, or the quick fix of resolving a conflict. But Stoicism teaches us to play the long game. When you focus on your long-term goals, you stop obsessing over the day-to-day drama of a relationship. Think about it this way. If you're building a successful career, working on your fitness, and striving for personal growth, do you really have time to get caught up in petty mind games? Of course not. You have bigger things on your plate, and this shift in mindset does two things. First, it makes you less emotionally reactive because you're not putting all your emotional eggs in the basket of a woman's attention. Second, it makes you more attractive because you're a man on a mission, and nothing is more attractive to women than a man with purpose. Let's say you've been seeing a woman for a few weeks and everything's going well. Then, out of nowhere, she starts pulling back, texting less, making fewer plans, and generally acting distant. Most guys would panic, overthink, and start trying to fix the situation. They'd get anxious, start chasing harder, and make the classic mistake of becoming too available. But a man who's focused on his long-term goals, he doesn't flinch. Why? Because he knows that his life isn't defined by whether or not this woman is giving him attention. He's busy building his empire, improving himself, and working towards his goals. If she wants to be a part of that journey, great. If not, he's not going to lose sleep over it. When you focus on your long-term goals, you naturally become more emotionally independent. You stop needing validation from her because you're getting validation from your progress, your accomplishments, and your growth. And here's the kicker. When she sees that you're not chasing her or getting caught up in the drama, she'll be drawn to you even more. Why? Because you're different. You're not the guy who's waiting around for her to text back. You're the guy who's too busy building his life to care about petty games. Number 6, avoid emotional retaliation. One of the biggest mistakes guys make when dealing with women's games is retaliating emotionally. She does something to hurt you or make you jealous, and your first instinct is to get even. Maybe she starts flirting with another guy, so you flirt with another girl to make her jealous. Or maybe she ghosts you, so you start playing hard to get to make her chase you. Let me be crystal clear, this never works. The moment you start retaliating emotionally, you've already lost. Why? Because you're reacting to her, and that means she's in control. You're letting her dictate your actions, and that puts her in the driver's seat. A Stoic man never retaliates emotionally because he knows that emotional reactions are a sign of weakness. Instead, he responds with calm indifference. If she ghosts him, he doesn't chase her or start playing games in return. He simply withdraws his attention and focuses on himself. If she tries to make him jealous, he doesn't take the bait. He stays calm and continues living his life. Let's say you're at a party with a woman you've been seeing, and she starts flirting with another guy right in front of you. Most guys would either get angry and confront her, or start flirting with another girl to make her jealous. But both of these reactions come from a place of insecurity. Instead, you're going to stay calm and not engage. You don't give her the reaction she's looking for, and that drives her crazy. Why? Because you've just shown her that she doesn't have power over you. When you refuse to retaliate emotionally, you maintain control of the situation. You send a clear message: I'm not going to be manipulated by your games. And here's the beauty of it. When you don't react, the game loses its power. She'll either stop playing it or realize that you're not someone she can control. Either way, you win. Number 7. Communicate clearly and firmly. Communication is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, but most people get it wrong. They either avoid tough conversations altogether or approach them with too much emotion, leading to arguments, misunderstandings, and more drama. A Stoic man knows how to communicate clearly and firmly without letting his emotions get the best of him. Here's the key. Communicate your needs and boundaries calmly. When you're dealing with a woman who's playing games, you don't need to yell, argue, or make accusations. Instead, you calmly express what you expect and leave it at that. Say she's been acting distant or inconsistent and it's starting to affect you. Most guys would either blow up at her or try to suppress their feelings. But a Stoic man addresses the issue head-on, without drama. He says something like, "Hey, I've noticed you've been acting differently lately. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'd like to know if there's something we need to talk about." Notice how you're not accusing her, you're not raising your voice, and you're not demanding answers. You're simply communicating your observation and inviting her to explain. This approach disarms her because you're not coming from a place of neediness or emotion. You're coming from a place of calm confidence, and that's incredibly attractive. When you communicate clearly and firmly, you set the tone for the relationship. You show her that you're not afraid to address issues, and you're not going to let things fester. This creates a relationship dynamic based on respect and honesty, not manipulation and mind games. Number 8. Prioritize your own well-being. At the end of the day, the most important relationship you have isn't with her, it's with yourself. This is the fundamental truth that so many men forget, especially when they're caught up in emotional games and manipulative behavior. If you're constantly stressed, anxious, and feeling like you're walking on eggshells, it's time to take a hard look at what you're allowing into your life. No one, man or woman, is worth sacrificing your mental peace, your self-respect, or your well-being. The moment you put someone else's needs above your own sanity, you've already lost the game. Now, I'm not saying to become selfish or disregard others. This is about balance. When you prioritize your own well-being, you become more attractive, not less. Women are drawn to men who are grounded, who know their value, and who refuse to let anyone destabilize them. This doesn't just apply to relationships either. In every aspect of your life, whether it's your career, friendships, or family, you need to prioritize you. Imagine you're seeing a woman who constantly sends mixed signals. 1 minute, she's all over you. The next, she's distant and cold. You start questioning yourself. You start wondering what you did wrong. You might even start changing your behavior to accommodate her mood swings. Stop. Right. There. Ask yourself, how is this affecting my mental health? If the answer is negatively, you need to take action. Take a step back, withdraw your energy, and refocus on what makes you feel good, whether that's hitting the gym, working on your side hustle, or spending time with friends who truly have your back. You owe it to yourself to protect your peace at all costs. And here's the kicker. The moment you stop prioritizing her and start prioritizing yourself, two things will happen. Either she'll recognize your value and start respecting you more, or she'll leave because she can no longer control you. Either way, you win. You've either cut loose someone who doesn't respect you, or you've gained the upper hand in the relationship by showing that you're not easily swayed. In today's world, men are bombarded with the idea that they have to cater to women's emotions and needs at the expense of their own well-being. This is nonsense. Prioritizing your mental, emotional, and physical health isn't just attractive, it's essential for your survival in the modern dating world. When you show that your peace of mind is non-negotiable, you instantly become more desirable and respected. So the next time you feel your peace being threatened by someone else's erratic behavior, ask yourself, is this worth sacrificing my well-being for? If the answer is no, then it's time to recalibrate and get back to what truly matters, you. Number 9. Practice patience. Let me tell you something that most guys don't want to hear. Patience is the most powerful tool in your arsenal when it comes to handling women who play games. I get it. You want results now. You want clarity now. You want to know where you stand right this second. But here's the thing. Women often test your patience to see if you can handle the uncertainty. In a world where everyone is glued to their phones, waiting for that instant reply, the man who practices patience stands out. He's rare. He's valuable. He's the one who doesn't crack under pressure. If she doesn't text you back within 5 minutes, you don't freak out. If she cancels plans last minute, you don't lose your temper. You let things unfold naturally, and you stay composed. Women will test your patience, period. They'll take hours to respond to a text. They'll go silent for days just to see if you'll panic and chase them. And guess what? Most guys fall for it. They start double texting, asking if something is wrong and trying to fix the situation. But you're different. You practice patience like a master. The next time she pulls one of these moves, instead of reacting, do nothing. That's right, nothing. Let her come to you. Give her the time and space to reach out when she's ready. Trust me, she will notice that you didn't fall for her game. She'll start wondering why you're not chasing her. And that, my friend, is when the power shifts in your favor. Why is patience so powerful? Because it shows that you're not desperate for her validation. It shows that you're not emotionally fragile. It shows that you have your own life, your own priorities, and that you're not going to drop everything just because she decided to pull back. This makes you a challenge, and women love challenges. Patience is not just about waiting for her to text back or commit. It's about delaying gratification in all aspects of your life. When you learn to practice patience, you stop chasing after things that don't serve you in the long run. You stop reacting emotionally to every little thing. You stop getting caught up in the roller coaster of emotions that so many men fall victim to. A Stoic man knows that good things take time. He's not in a rush. He's not desperate. He's playing the long game. And the long game always wins. While other men are scrambling for attention and immediate validation, you're sitting back, letting things unfold, and staying focused on your goals. Remember, patience doesn't mean doing nothing forever. It means waiting for the right moment to act. Whether it's in your relationship, your career, or your personal growth, patience allows you to make calculated, strategic moves that pay off in the long run. It's not about instant gratification. It's about lasting success. Number 10. Choose when to walk away. Now, this is where things get serious. There's a saying that goes, the most powerful position is to be able to walk away and mean it. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. Knowing when to walk away is the ultimate power move. It's the nuclear option. It's the trump card that most men are too afraid to play. But when you play it, you instantly gain the upper hand. Let's get one thing straight. Not every woman is worth your time or energy. If she's playing games, stringing you along, disrespecting your time, or treating you like an option, you need to be prepared to walk away. Not in a petty, dramatic way, but with calm, quiet confidence. Here's the key. When you walk away, you're showing her that you don't need her validation. You're showing her that you have options. You're showing her that your self-respect is more important than her approval. And here's the kicker. Most of the time, when you walk away, she'll chase you. Why? Because walking away is the ultimate act of self-respect, and women are drawn to men who respect themselves. But let's be clear, walking away isn't a tactic to manipulate her into chasing you. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to settle for less. When you walk away, you're saying, I'm not going to play this game anymore. If you want to be in my life, great. But if not, I'm perfectly fine without you. If she's constantly flaking on plans, texting other guys, or disrespecting you in any way, you simply say, look, I'm not interested in being part of this back and forth. If you're serious about us, let me know. If not, I'm moving on. No anger, no frustration, no drama. Just calm, collected confidence. And then you walk away. You don't send a follow-up text. You don't check her Instagram stories. You focus on yourself, your goals, and your well-being. And here's the harsh truth. Sometimes walking away means walking away for good. There will be times when she doesn't chase you, when she doesn't come back, and that's okay, because by walking away, you've already won. You've maintained your dignity, your self-respect, and your peace of mind. And trust me, those are far more valuable than any fleeting relationship. Why is this so powerful? Because most men are afraid to walk away. They're afraid of losing her. They're afraid of being alone. But when you walk away, you're saying, I'm not afraid. I know my worth, and I'm not settling for less. That kind of confidence is rare, and it's magnetic. And here's the best part. When you walk away, you free yourself from the emotional games. You take back control of your life. You stop letting someone else dictate your happiness or self-worth. And that, my friend, is true power. So there you have it, 10 powerful, practical, and life-changing ways to outsmart any woman playing games with your heart. These aren't just strategies for relationships, they're strategies for life. When you practice emotional detachment, set boundaries, stay calm under pressure, prioritize your well-being, practice patience, and know when to walk away, you become an unstoppable force. Remember, this isn't about manipulation or tricking women. It's about mastering yourself. It's about becoming a man who is in control of his emotions, his time, and his life. When you become that man, you naturally attract women who respect you, value you, and don't play games. Here's the thing, this is just the beginning. These strategies will set you on the path to becoming the best version of yourself, but the work doesn't stop here. Keep growing, keep learning, and keep applying these principles in every area of your life. If you found value in this video, please support the channel by joining the channel memberships or subscribing. Either one helps us keep bringing you more valuable content and makes this information accessible to as many men as possible. Let's create a community of men who refuse to be manipulated and who take control of their lives.